Guys, a few months ago, I grabbed myself a Citadel Levtac in 357 Magnum, and it was awesome. Lightweight, fast action, synthetic stock, just tough as nails, and I couldn't wait to build it up. Well, thanks to Ranger Point Precision, Mad Dog Guns and Gear, and Sabre, this is the result, guys, and I'm so stoked with how it's turned out. The whole idea was to build on that awesome platform that the Citadel Levtac presents. Make something unique that suits my style for the practicality, feel and look that I wanted. There is no better company to partner with than Ranger Point Precision. Their gear is innovative, the engineering is awesome, the fit and finish are spectacular, and the look, guys, for me, it's just stunning. This firearm also presented a unique challenge for me personally, and Sabre Optics have come to the table with something that's quite different and hopefully a solution for that problem. So let's now go through the firearm from barrel to buttstock and take a closer look at all of the upgrades I've done. The Ranger Point Precision stock is made from 6061 alloy. It features M-lock rail and a number of other mounting points for accessories. The stock also comes with a rubber buttstock that I've removed to shorten the length of pull for me personally. Height of the stock is also adjustable through the 4 main screw points here, but it's also important to note that the stock is set up to also interact with a number of AR accessories. While slightly heavier than the stock this rifle came with, this stock is actually lighter than the timber one on Rossi 92s. You've also got the adjustable cheek rest here that comes in 3 different heights that you can set with the spaces that come with the kit itself for the cheek rest. We've also used a wider, flatter and angled trigger with a lightened trigger spring that drastically reduces pull weight. It's more comfortable, it has serrations for added grip, it's made from a black nitride finish and has a sharper sear edge. It's also interesting to note that it's approved for single action shooting society competitions. I've got additional quivers front and rear to carry extra ammunition. Now these come with a proprietary O-ring design that actually allows the ammunition to lock in. It's not going to rattle or fall out, but it's still quick and easy to get the ammo out and in. These are mounted with M-lock retainers and screws, and with a little bit of thread lock, they won't be coming loose. The foregrip or handguard is a collaboration between Costa Lourdes and Ranger Point Precision, and is an absolutely fantastic piece of well-designed engineering. It's incredibly well manufactured, it fits beautifully, and it serves the purpose well of making the whole front of the rifle stronger, more practical, more adaptable, and easier to use. In fact, when combined with these Gator Picatinny rails, it makes the whole assembly capable of carrying around 45 kilos and capable of withstanding 90 to 100 kilos of crushing force. So this is built tough, guys, not just to carry your optics and other accessories, but also for the rigors, the sort of abuse that you guys will put it through. The Gator rails give us full adaptability there with the top Picatinny rail. I've got the scope mounted here at the back. I've got a laser mounted midway which doesn't interfere with the optics, and we've got plenty of positions to mount the quiver on the right hand side, and I reckon I'll be fitting a torch with M-lock mounts to the front left hand side of the handguard. The handguard comes with these M-lock rails, but the fluting, guides and cutouts on it actually make it really good for finger recession, so it's actually very comfortable to grip and hold. Makes it very easy to handle, very comfortable to use, and you've definitely got a fantastic solid grip on the weapon. Great control, great design. The Comet Brake is designed to be a slim, flush fit that aggressively reduces muzzle flash and recoil. In fact, we're talking a 25% reduction. It's made from salt bath black nitride 4140 steel and is also designed to improve accuracy. The firearm looks fantastic, but looks are one thing, it still needs to perform, and that's where Sabre comes into the equation. This Sabre scope is specifically supplied to me for a number of reasons. I needed something that would work well in low light, would have great eye relief and also a wide field of view. The Sabre Optic answers that and does a whole lot more. In fact, it's probably far too much of a scope for this firearm, but for my purposes, it's a great match. You've got low profile turrets. You've got the focus adjuster on the rear here, which is great for my poor eyesight. You've got the 1:8 zoom adjuster here, and you've also got the parallax adjuster here on the left-hand side to help maximize performance and accuracy out to a range of distances. I also like the option that we can remove the center screw from these caps and re-zero them once the scope is zeroed in. The optics on the Sabre X8 are also impressive. When it comes to low light capability and general performance, they are phenomenal. For the price of the scope, I rate the optics in this as one of the best I've seen for quality versus dollar spent. So what's my problem and how does the Sabre Optic help me overcome it? Well guys, it's the top ejection port. Now that there is going to throw the shell upwards and straight into the scope. So I needed a mechanism or something that would help me deflect the shell away from the scope. Now why do I need a scope that's so far back? Because of my poor eyesight. So this setup perfectly suits me, and I'm hoping that the back of the Sabre mount here is going to kick the shell enough to knock it offline so it won't foul or interfere or damage the scope. That's the plan, guys. This is a system that's going to be tested, and I'm very keen to see how well it will go. Because as far as I'm concerned, this is exactly the look, the feel of what I wanted, and this now set up exactly for my use. Well guys, I've definitely added a little bit of weight to the firearm, but it's all for the sake of performance. I mean, it looks mean, but it just is still such a nice firearm to shoot, and even sweeter now. The stock is nicely checkered here for that extra grip, and I'm really surprised how nice it is to shoot even with the rubber removed with that buttstock the way it is. Having the optics on here just makes it a lot nicer to shoot for starters. Having the ammunition right here, easy to reach, has made a big difference. And I'll tell you what, that lightened trigger spring is just sweet. It takes a while to get used to, it is so light, but you just touch the trigger. You can feel the slack take up just barely a millimeter, and then just the slightest amount of pressure. I'll need to be careful with that, but it is just such a smoother, nicer firearm to shoot. It was good before when I first got it, but it is certainly enhanced, even easier to work with now. Like I said guys, we've got the scope on, we've got the laser on, we've got the ammunition, front and rear, we've got the muzzle, the rest are there, and I'll be adding a torch to this side, but that's pretty much it guys. And my problem is solved. The empty cartridges have been ejecting perfectly from under the scope there, with no damage or fouling with the scope at all, no major impact. They come out, they glance off the underside of the Sabre mount, and they're flung sideways. Works perfectly guys, what a treat. Can't wait to spend more time with my Citadel Levtac, now that it's pimped up thanks to Ranger Point Precision, OSA, Mad Dog Guns and Gear, and Sabre Optics. Awesome.